I'm waiting to sit down for me to do more.
Ass planted firmly in the chair, now you may begin.
Cool. Now what the fuck was that episode? No, really! What the fuck was that episode?
Space whales?
Space whales that like jump into hyperspace and can like mind meld with Ezra. What the fuck? The clouds of like, what the fuck? What the fuck, Connor? What the fuck?
So Matt has some strong feelings about this episode. We're talking about stars! Da, 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 da.
Don't you dare do the death and kind of like a fuck you for this episode. It's kind of like, oh, the whales are traveling through hyperspace. Guess everything was right all along. And I'm just like, what? And then it was like, don't fucking give me the death and then go back. Give me an explanation, damn it.
Oh my god.
Like, I was like, that's it. Fuck you.
Alright, so we're talking about Star Wars Rebels.
This episode's called
The Call.
The Call of Cthulhu.
No,
I wish.
No,
There are squids in this. Squid whales.
No. There's no Cthulhu. There's Sharktopus, but with what? Stop. It's Sharktopus, but with a whale head instead of a shark head.
So it's a whaleopus.
Whaleopus.
Octo whale.
What are they called? Like the
Yarb.
No,
not Yarb. That's from Bloodborne.
That's from Bloodborne.
It's like Pargul or something like that?
Pargils or something.
They're space whales.
Space whales.
They're space whales. That's all they are. Anyway.
So basically, this episode, the ghost is running low on fuel and they're in space and they're trying to go get fuel. And they find this outpost, but there are whales there, and Hera's like, whoa,
we gotta kill the whales because
these whales are evil. They blow up ships and shit. And Ezra's like, but they're so cool.
Hera, you gotta save the whales. It's
Hera.
You know what I realized? It's really funny that I have like an emo Ezra voice, and then we see what Kylo Ren is in The Force Awakens, and I basically made Kylo Ren's basically emo Ezra.
Emo Kylo Ren already exists.
I know, but like, it was funny that I was doing that long before.
Snoke, you're so old.
I was doing that voice long before the new movie came out.
Yeah.
And then I said, this is just my emo Ezra voice, pretty much. Anyway.
But yeah, Ezra's like, these whales are kind of cool. And then they go, they attack the station, steal the fuel, and then the whales help them out, and then...
I guess the whales can jump in hyperspace because Hera's like, oh, I used to hear stories about these space whales, and they inspired us to jump from planet to planet, and at the very end, they're like, tentacles glow, and they jump into hyperspace, and it's like, what? 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 Is that the midichlorians that work? That's grade A prequel bullshit.
It's not that bad. Okay, Jesus.
It's not that bad, but it's just weird. It's weird.
Okay.
It's weird, though.
I'm gonna say up front, this wasn't my favorite episode of
No, it wasn't. I don't hate this episode. There's a lot that is really fucking weird and stupid.
I really wish Rebels episodes were longer. Because I hate sitting in front of the TV for 15 minutes and being like, give me more.
I really wish that we didn't have to sit through a bunch of filler bullshit to get the Darth Maul Snoke plagueis.
I think we're gonna go to our cons first then. Okay, so...
I don't have a lot of pros for this, there was just a lot of... Like,
well, okay, I'll do my pro first then, because I do like seeing Ezra, like, use his powers.
Yeah.
Because I think what they're doing is they're showing us that Ezra is very powerful in the Force and he can be even more strong than like Kanan even is.
Yeah.
Because he's able to basically like commune with these whales with the Force and stuff, and he like looks into the whale's eyes and he sees hyperspace and is like, I understand.
I can see everything.
The whales need fuel so they can travel through hyperspace.
And I do like the interactions between Ezra and Hera, their conflicting views.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that was good.
But
we're moving to the cons now.
The space whales are just like...
They jump into hyperspace.
I'm not a huge fan of their design, to be totally honest with you.
Like, the reason I was kind of rolling my eyes from the beginning is because every space story has space whales. Every fucking space story has done space whales.
Like everyone.
A lot of them have.
I mean, like Apollo 18.
Yeah, like fucking like...
Or 13 or
Star Trek's done it.
Which one was the one with Tom Hanks?
Apollo 11?
Apollo 11? Okay, because like there are 2 movies called Apollo. One of them is with Tom Hanks and they're trying to stop a meteor.
And
the
one of
other
them
one,
is Space Parasite.
And there was the one where it's like the moon rocks are aliens.
That's
and
Apollo
it's like,
18.
Okay, that's Apollo 18.
But like
Apollo 13 has the
Apollo
11.
I think it's 11.
18, 11. Okay, 11 has Tom Hanks. That's the one I was trying to say. And then 18 has space rocks that are also alien spiders.
But like
anyway,
a lot
that's not Star Wars. Go back
like
to Star Wars.
A lot of like the quintessential like sci-fi stories have been like space, where like Star Trek's done it, Doctor Who's done it, fucking Futurama's done it. Like I'm just kind of sick of space whales by this point. They're like fucking didn't Treasure Planet do that too? Didn't Treasure Planet have space whales?
Yeah, but they didn't like really interact with them. They just like
no, but it's just like I'm just kind of like I get it.
Like,
space is an ocean. I understand it. I don't need to see space whales to cement that point. I understand. Give me something new. Give me space sharks. Give me space like otters. Like something new. Like,
space otters? You really want to see space otters?
I want to see something other than fucking space. I get space was kind of easy to do. They're large, they're slowly lumbering, they're majestic. I understand that, but like, give me something new.
It's just because like space is such a big place, you want to put as big a thing in there as possible.
But like, I'm just honestly just kind of, I'm just kind of
of
sick of space whales for this point. Because like, I feel like a lot of things have done. I've seen a lot of variations of it, and this doesn't really feel like all that new of an addition to the trope.
Which one is weirder to you, the space whales and Rebels, or the robot shark and James and the Giant Peach?
The robot shark.
I love James and the Giant Peach.
The robot shark's weirder.
It's such a weird.
Because like, at least within the context of Star Wars, this makes a little bit of sense. In the context of James and the Giant Peach, giant robot shark makes no fucking sense.
Nothing in that movie makes any sense.
No, that movie.
It basically is all happening in that little kid's head.
That movie, like this episode of Rebels, is one long drug trip.
Yeah. Anyway, there's a theory that the worms that he ate were actually just like drugs or something.
I would believe it.
Anyway, what are we talking about? Star Wars.
This weird fucking episode of Star Wars with space whales.
We have gone so off track. Anyway.
Oh god.
So like the space whales were weird to me. I mean they're believable as a creature in the Star Wars universe. It's just like, did we need them?
Did we need space whales?
This episode felt kind of fillery.
Yeah,
it's like
okay, I think the reason the space was kind of bothered me so much in this is because Star Wars is in so many like cool creatures. Like I know in the Clone Wars they had like space manta rays. And that's kind of cool.
And they had shark people.
Yeah, you don't have like manta rays in space a whole lot. So like for them to go to such like a tired out like space story trope, like it just kind of felt like it wasn't really so much Star Wars as it was like every other. Like the fact that they can jump into hyperspace is kind of a new addition, but like it doesn't make a lot of sense.
I mean, I like the way their tails roll up, and I mean, I guess it's okay that like, oh, we got the idea for hyperspace travel from these whales. It's like, all right, I guess I can buy into that, but is it necessary in the context of what you're trying to do with this show?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think you're just trying to do the whole, like we got airbending from skybase and stuff thing.
I mean, I'm kind of at a point now where it's like, okay, can we get to like I feel like everything from this season so far, with the exception of like Siege of Lothal and a couple of early episodes, has been like the appetizer.
Yeah.
And I want to get to like the main course now. Like I want Ahsoka and Vader to fight. I want to see Maul Snoke Plagueis. I want to see.
After that trailer, it's like we're expecting this whole season to be like that, but. That whole trailer is gonna be like 2 or 3 episodes.
Part of me, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Darth Maul Snoke Plagueis doesn't even show up until the last episode.
They probably won't, considering how this season seems to be going.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do what they did with Luke Skywalker.
We're gonna
where he just pops up at the end.
We're gonna go help with the Mandalorians. Now we're gonna help fucking Zeb species with a prophecy. Now they're space whales.
Like they've said that like they're kind of done with the main character like focused episodes, which I didn't have a problem with the character focused episodes. I like them, but now they're over. Can we get to the stuff, please?
Now can we get to fucking the crossbow lightsabers, the Jedi Sentinels, evil Ezra, Vader and Ahsoka battling, the third Inquisitor? We haven't even fucking seen the third Inquisitor yet.
It has been far too long since the Inquisitors did something.
Yeah, like
I want them back.
What if the Inquisitors were in this episode? That would be a lot more entertaining.
Yeah. And also, another thing, that one dude who was, like, running the, like, fuel depot.
The weird, like, spider guy?
Yeah. He was goofy beyond all reason. And every time, shoot them down. And then he just gets fucking eaten by a space whale. I was like, damn.
You serve no point.
I was like, damn, that space whale just ate you.
He's got a fucking bunch of Greedos working for him.
Yeah, he got like. I honestly like. What would have been really cool is if one of them actually was Greedo.
Yeah.
And like that became like a point. I would have been like totally behind that, but like I don't know.
Greedo shot Han Solo because of space whales.
Because
space whale shot first.
No.
Space whale shot first.
But like, yeah, I mean, I liked. I don't know. I mean, it's okay. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
It wasn't a terrible episode. It was just weird and didn't make a lot of sense. It was kind of stupid.
Yeah, I mean, besides the shock value at the end, I don't really get why the whales have to travel through hyperspace.
Out of all of the episodes this season, this may have been the most fillery.
Yeah, this might be my least favorite episode of the season.
Yeah,
honestly.
I'm with you just because like. Yeah.
I really I want them to do hour-long episodes of this show because I find myself getting to the end of every one of these episodes being like, no, I need more episodes,
or
please.
even if not that, I feel like this show could also almost be like Clone Wars, or even something like Legend of Korra, with one big story, but it's kind of serialized.
Yeah.
Instead of doing filler episodes.
It's okay. Because I feel like a lot of times they're doing a lot, they're trying to do a lot with the episode, and they're trying to, get this information out there, but I feel like it all comes out in, really brushed over dialogue.
Yeah.
How Hera was there were stories about how they inspired us to travel through hyperspace. It's okay, well, that's really vague, and then they just travel through hyperspace at the end, it's okay, I guess that's what you meant. Alright.
I guess what you meant, these guys were literally giant
I guess what
engines.
you meant is the whales can travel through hyperspace. Alright. And stuff like that, and the whole thing with Zeb and the prophecy, how we didn't even see the Lasat planet at the end, and he just talked about it at the end. It's I feel like they want longer episodes. It's just well, shit, we gotta squeeze all this shit into 30 minutes, and it's just give them longer episodes.
Or do longer story arcs, like what Clone Wars did.
Yeah.
Because Clone Wars was good at giving you bigger stories.
I feel towards the end of the season we're going to start getting two-parters.
God, I hope so.
Because
God, I hope so.
Because I want
that. More. I want all that stuff I saw in the trailer, and I'm getting I don't think.
And we'll probably get another hour-long TV movie.
I don't think
between
anything of what we see in these episodes so far has been in the trailer.
No. Well, the space whales were in the trailer.
Okay, space whales. I don't know if Leia was in the trailer or not, but
maybe briefly.
Okay, but almost nothing we've seen in the trailer has been in these episodes yet. So it's we want.
We didn't even get a preview for the next episode at the end. We just got a preview of
Is the next episode the one where Zeb and Callus get stranded on a planet?
No, the next one is fucking.
Is the next one the Champs and Dula one?
I think it's the Champs and Dula one.
That one should be interesting.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it's called Homecoming or something.
Okay.
Or Welcome Home.
Because I know two of the upcoming episodes are the Champs and Dula one and Zeb and Callus get stranded on a planet, and after that,
I'm really interested in the Zeb and Callus get stranded.
Yeah, because we haven't really had a lot of focus on Callus.
Exactly.
And we haven't had a lot of focus on Zeb.
And I like Callus. He's
I like Callus
really
too.
Cool. And he has an interesting dynamic with Zeb, being that he's part of the reason their species is wiped out.
And he's got cool mutton chops.
He's got cool mutton chops. But also, I'm really interested to see Champs. So I think this was the last episode. I think we're finally going to get into the meat of the season.
I think the brothers were God, I think we hit rock bottom. Maybe we should start doing more important stuff.
No, I think we're finally going to get to what the season's about.
No.
I think in this next episode we're going to get it because this is the Champs of Dula, which I'm going to do a little bit of a plug here for Lords of the Sith.
Oh
the
fuck!
Novel.
Heads up, everyone! Connor sold out.
They're not paying me a damn thing. If they want to, they're welcome to because the book is awesome.
Pay me too. I haven't read it, but I like money.
But
is that how that works?
But Lords of the Sith is Champs and Dula's story, and he has kind of started his own little mini rebellion, where and he has a plan throughout the novel to assassinate Vader and the Emperor, and this is going to take place shortly after that happens. So it's going to be interesting to see a Champs and Dula that has faced Vader before.
Is Champs and Dula ever not part of a rebellion? Because in fucking Clone Wars, using the rebellion on Ryloth, And
he
now
was
he's
one
like,
of the first people to do a rebellion.
is he like just never like on the side of authority? If the authority said free pizza for everyone, chances will be like, no, fuck you, I'm gonna rebel against this.
It's part of like just like the politics of Ryloth, like his home world and stuff, and just like how all that works and how like he doesn't want separatists ruling over him and he wants the people of Ryloth to be like free and stuff. But he was one of the first people to start a rebel. He's not part of like the Rebel Alliance.
He's part of his own rebellion.
He had his own rebellion that was specifically for freeing Ryloth. It was called like the Free Ryloth Movement or something. So he's probably gonna have his own agenda, and he's not gonna be immediately like, yeah, I'll join the Alliance. He's gonna have his own thing going on. I kind of hope we see him kind of like, honestly, I kind of hope we see him kind of broken down a little bit, because he recently had this huge run-in with Vader where he lost a lot of people, and like, so he's bound to have like, there's got to be some repercussions to that. So I'm looking forward to that, and Zeb and Cade Callus getting stuck on a planet.
I'm looking forward to anything that's not
Vader.
fucking space whales. So, that does it for this episode. Looking forward to what's coming up, because good lordy, we need some sustenance. I tried to say substance and sustenance together. Fuck it! The space whales screwed me up. Fuck the space whales, man. There's too many of them. There's too many space whales in this goddamn space.
Like, they were fine with me until they went through hyperspace, and then I was like, what?
They were fine with me until they were space whales.
Alright.
I'm done.
Do you have any more interesting tidbits of
I'm getting out
laughter and hilarity? Do a joke.
Okay. A man walks into a bar and says, ouch.